You are listening to an Atomic Broadcasting production, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the feature presentation. And remember, do your part, such as like, comment, rate, and don't forget to tell a friend to tune in for an Atomic Time.
Now, where did we leave off? Ah, yes. The party searched the ruins of Joel's arena, seeking passage to the underground vaults of Torrende. Fighting their way past a most despicable creature, they found a promising door. Hamir peered through the door's peephole, only to fill the room with light from his helmet and awaken a draconic beast.
Don't
I'm
die.
very sensitive to Ginger today, I guess.
Abby, leave. You're making him die.
It's
I'm
okay.
so sensitive.
I walked in and
You're
Jordy
no
just started
better.
crying.
I'm a
need to
daywalker.
leave. We'll
This
make
is
Jordy
different.
leave. Jordy, get out of here. We don't need you today.
All right, Jacob, you'll take over.
Who's being mute?
No, I got this.
Oh, he knows where it's going.
All right.
Sam's GMing now.
So we've done
Hamir
our
walks in and kills this creature in a single blow.
level checks. Let's go ahead and get this party
Oh,
started.
I'm level
level
2.
Let's get this party started, right?
Turn down for what?
We got to get all this extra energy out.
Extra
I will be
energy.
having extra
But she keeps
energy.
putting more in.
Oh gosh darn diddly day.
Sven,
Yes.
did you do your homework?
Yes.
You sound not enthused about it.
Yeah, it was a movie.
That's how I felt.
Is it my turn to watch it now?
Yeah, it would be, but Sven lost it.
He
so-
forgot to bring it.
I did. I forgot it on my coffee table. How
dare you?
you know, I really wasn't motivated to remember the movie.
Wow.
I can beam it to you telepathetically.
I'm sorry, wait, have we
Telepathically?
reiterated that we're
remember
talking
every
about
frame.
Dark Crystal?
No.
No, we have not.
The amazing movie, The Dark Crystal?
The OK movie, The Dark Crystal.
The movie
The
that I
Dark
swear
Crystal.
they were all on
Please
mushrooms while making it Dark Crystal.
What?
I want it.
Is it an acid trip?
No, it's
No.
not at all.
That is Labyrinth
Just
is an
all
acid trip.
ooh.
Okay, that's fair. That one's fair.
I say
It's going to be an all ooh version of the Dark Crystal.
Oh gosh, no. Oh no.
How many ways can this conversation derail?
I mean, it kind of makes sense considering some character designs.
Anyway.
I'm just
No,
imagining
in all reality, I actually liked a couple pieces of it. I like the music. I like the little people dancing. This sounds bad. The little people dancing around in a
The dwarfs?
tavern music.
You like the
The
tavern?
slaves? What are they called?
Nah, they weren't slaves at the time.
No, but they're the enslaved race in that movie. I forgot their names.
The Podlings.
Podlings,
Yeah,
yeah.
they weren't enslaved at the time.
I
But
like.
They were soon
They
after.
keep getting enslaved. They're just, oh, well, they'll be okay. They always get enslaved. It's fine.
I liked that scene because I liked the music, and then I liked the canoe scene with the music. I honestly, I just like the music.
I don't remember the canoe scene.
Good music.
My favorite thing out of that whole movie is probably the land walkers.
Oh, yeah, those things. They're really cool to watch.
They are.
That was
Why walk when
that
you
was-
can ride?
That was right near to the canoe scene.
Oh, those things.
Yeah.
It took me a moment to remember which weird creature.
The
we
things
were
from my
talking
nightmares.
You know, the guys who walk on the
about.
land.
The guys
Those
who
were the
walk on
one
land.
Muppet that I could feasibly understand how they are, controlled.
I loved watching them because I know there's a guy inside there just having a bad time.
It might not be all that uncomfortable.
I mean, that might, yeah, he might be having the best time of his life. Either way, I enjoy it.
Speaking of a guy inside somewhere having a good or bad time, does anybody remember where we left off?
Inside somewhere having a bad time.
Sam looked through, or Hey Mayo looked through the looky-loo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and ramp into this in the style of another 80s movie. As Hamir looked through the looky-loo. And the weird dragon-like creature pulled up out of the straw and began hissing him. It was ready to charge, and then turns to the side, dives into the straw. There's a scrabbling sound of claws against stone,
Uh-oh.
and the creature is gone.
Crap. There's a tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
I open the door.
I'm trying to think about how to get the line. Anybody want a peanut?
Anybody want a peanut?
So I'm a little bit confused. The way that you described it, you held up your hand. So I'm imagining a tiny snake-like dragon about the size of a hand.
No, it's just the special effects in this episode are done by the Jim Henson Puppet Company.
Oh, we really
It's
went all
moving.
out.
So how big is
Can
this
you
dragon?
reiterate what this thing looks like?
Sure, I'll give you a quick description. Imagine a dragon
Whoa.
and an
Imagine
eel,
dragons.
and mix the two of them together.
Does it
A
have
worm?
legs?
It has little T-Rex arms, but no legs.
Uh,
It's about the size of any one
a
of you.
lindworm?
oh, I think I know what that is.
Is that what those are?
Similar.
Can I roll recall knowledge?
Since this creature is doing something in the background, let's go ahead and roll initiative first.
Oh, I thought it was leaving. Like we weren't like
Well-
that was it.
Are you going to let it just escape?
Yeah,
I
I'm not
think we
opening.
should.
I'm not
Okay, cool.
opening. I'm not opening the door.
Oh, you said you opened the door.
It was a joke. I'm not
opened
going
the
in
door.
there.
Close the door on the map there.
Oh, actually, could I do an exploit weakness on it? Well,
Sure.
since I saw it.
Yeah, you can do that out of combat.
That way, if we run into it again, if I don't use my exploit weakness on a different creature, I'll still have it.
Sure.
Roll well.
22.
Ooh.
A regular success.
Okay, does that meet the recall knowledge DC?
It does indeed.
Oh.
You identify this creature as it's scrabbling away through the stonework to be a tatzel worm.
Ooh, a tatzel worm.
Pretzel worm?
A tatzel worm.
A tinsel worm?
So you know how there's dragons, and then there's like the lesser form of them that are drakes?
Yeah.
Tatzel worms are kind of like the lesser form of drakes. They are like the least dragon-like, dragonish kind of things that you can find. They like to stalk their prey through the underbrush, and let's see, what else can I give you that's not something you're going to have to ask about?
And they only come out at Christmas.
Yeah, they only come out at Christmas.
Oh, I do
Is it
automatically
Christmas in
learn any
Galeria?
weaknesses.
No.
He has no weaknesses.
Wait, is there? Yes.
He has no
Is
weakness.
it? No.
He has no weakness. He's immune.
He has no weakness.
I will also let you know he's a level 3 creature, and you can ask one question.
Does he come out on Christmas?
Such a bad question.
Can we not waste our question?
Like, I'm normally not for being like, that's a bad answer.
I'm down for just asking if it has any abilities that apply effects on us
Yes,
or down that range.
they have poisonous breath,
Cool.
Yay.
which I
like
should
a
specify
cone?
is not a breath weapon. Their breath is poisonous.
What does that mean?
So
it
like
has extreme halitosis.
Like when it bites us?
Let's give it a
so
minute.
like a dragon can like spew flames from its mouth.
Right.
This thing just its breath is poisonous. So you'd have to be a lot closer to be affected.
So like if I was in melee range with it.
Yes.
Cool. It's got an aura, kind of.
Hmm,
But not quite.
tighter than an aura.
Interesting. Okay.
like 5 feet in front of it.
Cool.
It needs a toothbrush.
Cool. Okay, so
breath
Hamir
mints.
closes the looky loo and turns to the others and says, we're going to have a problem over here.
Oh, why?
What did you see?
There was a tatzel worm in there. Poisonous, lesser drakes.
That's it.
Dangerous if we come at it unprepared, but if we're prepared for it, it shouldn't be too much of a problem for us. So
Speak-
don't get too close to it.
Speaking of being prepared, could everybody roll initiative?
Oh, yeah. Okay, you're going to do it anyway.
Lovely. 16.
Natural 20.
And with your bonus, Uver?
Uh,
I think your bonus
Oh.
is 5.
Question. Because you can use other things for initiative, would I be able to use my exploit weakness for that?
26.
Oh, it's
Sure.
My 22.
My perception is +6.
So 26.
swoon.
Yeah.
Oh no, I dropped my dice.
Awesome.
How dare you?
It's fine.
How
I
many
have
did you
more.
drop?
1.
So a die.
Nope. Dice.
Neros?
Nero's got an 8 because I rolled a 3.
And Zephyr.
I rolled a 1.
Oh no!
Oh.
+4, if that helps.
That does
So
help.
5.
That does help.
So I think it's going to appear from the back and get Howard first.
I'm ready.
I'm all safe in the center.
That's the worst place to be.
Wait. Why is my unseen servant behind the shadow man?
It's not. It's behind the shadow woman.
Oh, my bad. It's so hard to see.
I am not a woman.
Do you need my glasses?
Maybe. I would like my unseen
It's
servant
behind
behind
me.
one of my squares.
Oh, wow. That's a lot bigger. I took off my glasses and I turned around and everything's huge.
Jordy, you're thinking and it scares me.
I was thinking. So since you guys don't know where this creature is and what it's doing, it's going to go ahead and automatically start off the round, and then we'll go through initiative from there. So,
Please move my unseen servant to a square that's near me.
where do you want him?
Right there.
Right there. Okay, so just right behind you as you're heading towards the room.
Yeah.
So this Tetzelworm comes clawing its way up out of the hole down the hallway and begins moving down towards Hamir. And as it gets close to him, will attempt to writhe its coils around him in an attempt to grab him.
Oh, no. Please don't.
Hamir, what is your fortitude DC?
17. 7. My fortitude bonus is 7 plus 10 is my DC, so 17.
All right, so you are now grabbed as the Tetzelworm has wrapped its coils around you.
I don't like that. Could I not be?
No. I thought about it, though.
I feel like you didn't.
Uber,
Yes.
it is your turn.
Uver is going to quickly see this happen and hold up a hand as he casts Daze.
Ooh.
He makes a will save.
What's the DC?
18.
He fails.
Ooh.
All right. The jolt deals mental damage equal to my spellcasting ability modifier. So 4. So 4 damage.
All right.
Yep, and that's it. Because he didn't critically fail.
Still good, though.
You should have one action left.
Yeah, Uver's going to step back real quick.
How far back?
1 square.
1 square, okay.
5'9".
Yeah.
All right. Hamir,
Dang, I'm like 20 feet away from everyone.
grabbed by this creature as you are, what shall you do?
You look through the looky-loo.
The looky loo's looking through me. Okay, so
you look to the looky-loo.
It might look back.
It wanted to shake your hand.
what happened if I tripped it?
In this context, it's got enough coils that it would be able to maintain the grab, but it would be flat-footed to you.
I see. Let's see. I think I'm going to lead with an attack from my chains. I'm going to use a hero point to re-roll that 1.
Oh.
Here you go. I'm turning that one in. How does a 19?
It's not a success,
Uh,
but it's not a natural one.
oh, wait. I'm sorry. That was a 21. I was looking at my punching to hit, not my weapons to hit.
I'm gonna punch
21.
That is a hit.
Okay. Sorry.
But do not fish for AC again.
I wasn't fishing for your AC. So it has weakness 3 against my attacks right now as well.
Yes, because you succeeded to impose a weakness.
Okay. And my strength is 18 now, so I have a +4 to damage now. So that is 5 plus 2 from being a thaumaturge, so 7 damage from me.
Nice.
7 before weakness?
Yes,
Okay.
7 before weakness. And then escape is an athletics check.
Or acrobatics,
Or
your choice.
I'm going to attempt an escape with athletics.
And since it is an attack action, you do get a -5 to
Yeah,
that.
it's only a 9.
Okay.
I have one last action. See, I haven't taken any damage, so I am with my last action. Let me get this up. I'm going to take a sip from my chalice to grant myself 3 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Hey, Mir, get juiced.
Hey, Mir drinks the juice.
I am the juice.
Sam, I believe that would be a manipulate action, which
Oh,
would
is it?
require a flat check to succeed. Because you are interacting with your chalice. And
You're
it
right.
has
The
the
flat, I
manipulate
just need
trait.
to roll a 5 or higher.
Mhm.
And I do so.
Nice.
Nice.
Yay.
So he kind of jostles your arm while you go for your chalice, but you're able to keep that balance and get a sip.
And that is my 3 actions.
All right. Alward.
Okay. So right now, can I see it?
It's got standard cover from you.
Okay. If I were to move up 1 space, how much cover would that be?
Lesser cover.
Lesser cover. Okay. Go ahead and keep me in that space.
The original space?
Yeah.
Why don't you just move in?
No.
All of you in the hallway.
One of my actions is going to move my unseen servant, is to command my unseen servant. Yes. Perfect. And
So he
That-
moves up right next to the creature.
yes. And then my next action, I'm going to cast telekinetic projectile, but I'm going to amp it with my warp space amp. So from a spot that I can see, I choose a different spot that's within 30 feet of me to cast the cantrip. Wherever it is, we'll do it right at that bottom corner of it.
So just on the opposite side of the creature from you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which should still be fine, right? Okay.
Yeah, you can see that spot.
And then 23 to hit.
That's a hit.
All right, and then I'm going to deal 1d6 plus my mod, which is 4. Oh, min damage 5. Ouch. And that is my turn.
All right. Neros.
It's what, like 20 feet away? Question mark.
Yeah, 20
Okay.
feet.
And where I am, can I see him perfectly fine?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. Then I would like this dragon creature, because I don't know how to pronounce the name of it, to make
Tinsel worm.
a tinsel
No. No, it's not
Potato
tinsel.
worm.
potato worm.
That's a word.
Make a will save, please.
Ooh. What's
Channing
the DC?
Tatum worm.
17.
Channing Tatum.
A regular success.
Gosh darn it. Okay. Then you just take 2d4 mental damage.
Ooh. What spell are you casting?
I'm casting Phantom Pain.
Oh.
Nice.
Would you like me to describe it?
Yeah. What kind of pain is this creature in?
Mental. He has a really bad headache. No, illusory pain racks the target, dealing 2d4 mental damage and 1d4 persistent mental damage. The target must attempt a will save. If it failed the will save, it would have taken the persistent damage, but since you succeeded, it will not.
The line of spells, Sven, like in that vein, are all insane. One of them can cause instant death.
If you fail 2 saving throws
Yeah.
in a row, which has
It-
only happened once in our group.
So he takes 5 mental damage.
Nice.
And he is now bloodied.
Nice.
Time for me to shine.
There, kill it.
Neros, you've got 1 action left.
Is it worth doing a recall knowledge or no?
I mean, we could get more info and learn what his weakest save is.
That's fair. Okay. I'd like to attempt to recall knowledge.
All right. It will be with a lore or an arcana.
gonna have to be Arcana.
All right. What's your bonus?
6.
It's always fun when you see the DM wince.
You're not sure. Well, my die jumped and landed on top of a stack of other dice. You are not sure. You've heard of them before, but like you can't think of anything useful in the heat of the moment.
Not
Cool.
tinsel, tatel.
Tinsel worms. I don't know how to fight tinsel worms.
Tinsel worm, right?
Potato worm.
Potato worm.
Zephyr.
If I get into the corner between Hamir and the unseen servant, can I hit it? I completely forget. Do I have to be...
Oh, this space. No, you can hit adjacent with diagonals. If you were to be in this space, you would have it flanked. I don't think the unseen servant counts for flanking since he doesn't threaten creatures.
Yeah, it does not.
Okay, well, my concern was, can I hit it with just being in the diagonal?
Yes.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm just going to go close enough so that I can melee it.
Okay.
So I am going to rush up. My hand is going to turn into a giant claw. I don't know if you guys have seen that before.
I
Nope.
don't think so.
Oh, yeah, my hand turns into a giant claw.
Wow.
Ooh.
That's astounding.
Like
And
a
I just-
crab claw?
No, like a
A gouging claw.
Like a Channing
like
Tatum
a
claw?
gouging claw.
Oh,
A Channing Tatum claw.
Like Claw from Inspector Gadget.
So like an actual metal claw.
No, like a
What?
Like
Dragon's
from
claw?
Toy Story.
The claw.
like a wolf claw. Or
Not, yeah,
something.
Channing Tatum
Oh,
claw.
that kind of claw.
Channing Tatum is
There's
not a
so many
wolf.
different
I thought
types
he
of
was a
claws in
werewolf
this
He's a
world.
man.
Is it just a claw, or does the paw come with it?
It's just imagine a hand.
In which
but the
case, isn't that more of a
fingers-
hook?
The fingers are all blades,
Okay.
like hooked.
In a
So
more,
like Wolverine.
from a more serious standpoint, if you moved across from me, it would have 2 less AC against this attack.
I wasn't going to say anything, but yeah,
If you wanted to flank it.
you would have a better chance at hitting.
Would I be okay to do that between your unseen servant?
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
you
You can
can
walk
move
right
through
through
him, yeah.
Hmm?
He's just air.
Yeah,
You can also move through friendly spaces with no
Okay.
issue.
it's not a big deal.
He's just
I just
air.
thought it might be more beneficial for you.
Anyway, I swipe. What is that?
With your claw contraption.
It's not a contraption, it's his hand.
It's
I
a
hope that
natural
hits.
claw caused by magic.
He's Wolverine, guys.
I'm Wolverine!
Except not with the
Sorry, I forgot.
bad
what my-
backstory.
was here.
Oof. Oof.
I hope anybody gets that reference.
16. Does that hit?
I don't, but don't do it again.
It does not.
Dang it.
Use a hero
It gets
point.
close, but you swipe at him and he kind of ducks out of the way.
While
And that's
still
with
gripping
the-
on.
Flanking.
Flanked.
Use a hero point. I don't want to die.
Save Hamir.
No, you don't have to use a hero
Hey,
point.
near.
Everything
Grab
will
Jeanette
be
full
fine.
health. I don't want to die.
Is it too late to use a card?
Does it say
It
you
does
can
say
use-
play before you make a strike.
Oh,
Yeah.
then yeah.
Okay. Then that ends my turn.
Yep,
My
you did a
attempt to
stride,
do
you did an
anything.
attack. It is now the worm's turn.
Potato worm.
Potato worm. The potato worm. Hamir, I would need you to give me a fortitude
I
save
should have kept the other hero point.
as it's leaning in close and you're breathing in the poisonous vapors spewing from
Christ.
its mouth.
You'll be okay, bro.
I should probably say what hero points I use when I use them.
Probably. But it's fine.
I now only have Endure the Onslaught. I used Cut Through the Fog, which lets me succeed at a saving throw.
Specifically a will save.
Oh, it's only will? Oh, then it was worth it. So I need to make a Fortitude save.
Yes, and because he has you wrapped in the coils, you
Wait,
take a
crap.
-2 circumstance penalty.
I hate you.
Is it too late to use a card?
On this roll?
On my... It says play at the end of my turn.
Oh, well,
Well,
I'd say yeah,
Yeah,
you can go for
that's
it.
fine.
Nothing crazy's happened.
Are you... Do you have fewer than half your hit points?
No, I'm at
no,
full.
he's at full.
Oh, well, screw that.
You tried. The
I
effort
thought you
was
were
there.
dying.
The effort was there.
No.
Save me! You haven't taken damage yet.
Fine.
Ready?
so I'll need a fortitude
For my
save.
roll.
And because he's got you wrapped in the coils, because he's got you wrapped in his coils, you'll take a -2 circumstance penalty.
20.
Nice.
Yeah.
With the -2?
Yeah, my bonus is normally 7. I
Oh,
rolled
nice.
a 15.
Nice.
Nice. So you're able to just like choke it down, and it's like this foul stench, and you can like kind of like see the vapor in the air as it's coming in, but you're just like holding it off, not succumbing to the poison.
I love it when a cock die is useful because it was gonna be a 7.
So this question, can he use the hold breath action on his turn to get a bonus to that? I'm not saying do it, but it's an action.
Right. I would. Yeah. Okay.
I would say so. Because it's a poisonous vapor in your face it's an inhaled toxin. So if you were holding your breath, I would rule that you automatically succeed.
As a reaction, I hold my breath.
The Taitzelworm looks put out by the fact that you don't seem to be bothered by his poisonous breath.
You can attack the fetchling instead.
And he will strike at you with his jaws and just like go for your face with his sharp incisors.
Not the face.
Please don't.
With a 27 to hit.
Is that
Sam?
because I'm grabbed? That's a critical hit.
No!
It's not named.
It's not named, right?
The
It's
cards
double
only
damage.
pop up
His
for,
name is Tinselworm.
D20s.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I have
That's
I
right.
have a thing I can use depending on how much damage I take.
that's good.
You take 22 damage.
Oh. Now he has less than half his life.
I just realized how bad this card actually is.
What's it do?
Well, actually, that's not
I'm gonna expend my last hero point and do it to the onslaught to give me
doesn't
resistance
help
5 to all damage until the start of my next turn. To bring it down to I only take 17 points of damage minus
Doesn't
my
help
temporary
right
hit
now.
points is 14 points of damage, which means I have 12 hit points left.
Okay.
And I'll say that you can do that because the card says play
it.
at any time.
Yes.
So I'd say that you played that at the time when I told you the damage before you took it.
Yes, that's why I like that one.
That is very good.
Good use.
The creature will then, with its final action, try to swipe at your chest with its claws.
They just crit
Don't.
me.
Who has the critical fumble deck?
Yes.
All right, is it a natural attack?
It is.
Okay. Unarmed. Bad headbutt. So no, he didn't do it with his claws, Jordy. He did it with his head.
I guess so.
That explains the confusion.
They are stunned 1.
That's nice.
Wow. So he goes to swipe at you with his claw, and then, like, you're leaning forward as he goes to swipe at the claw, and you just, like, cracks his head into a hard part of your armor and just looks dazed. And that is the end of his turn. Uver.
Get me out of this thing. Hold on. We'll try this. As Uver once again puts his hand forward and casts Befuddle.
Ooh.
What is that?
It's befuddling.
Yes.
Thank you.
You sow seeds of confusion in your target's mind, causing their actions and thoughts to become clumsy. 18. Saving throw is will.
Please tell me it crit failed.
A regular failure.
Oh,
Nice.
The target is clumsy 2 and stupefied 2.
Yeah.
nice.
So many conditions.
This guy is very debuffed right now.
Welcome to Pathfinder, where you get conditions.
Duration is 1 round.
Love a good debuffer.
It's great. Remember that?
Solid debuff.
What a solid debuffer, man.
Uver, you've got one more action.
Uver's gonna use a recall knowledge.
All right. Arcana, or do you have a lore that you think would be useful for this?
I don't have a lore, so it'll be Arcana, which is plus 10.
Regular success.
Sweet. So one question.
Yes. You at this point, you'll get one more question about him.
What is its highest save?
Fortitude.
That makes sense. It's poison covered.
Yeah. But it's useful
It
knowledge.
is useful.
All right. Hamir.
I'm going to try to kill it.
Do it.
I assume you're biting it.
Yes. Obviously. That's a 19.
Because it is flanked to you. And it is clumsy. That is a hit.
Thank you, Petite.
You're welcome.
What about Sven?
Nope.
What did Sven do?
He made it clumsy.
Oh, right. Oh, sorry.
But it was flanked. It was enough. If a 21 hit it before, being flank's enough. so I don't need spin.
I'm sorry, son. I tried.
That's 9 points of damage without the weakness applied.
9 without weakness.
So that'd be
How
like
much with weakness?
12 with weakness.
Nice.
And then I'm just gonna go for broke. It's surely on its last legs.
Oh yeah, it's looking really beat up.
Oh, a 17 on the die.
Nice.
Plus 9 minus 5 because it's the second attack. So plus 4, 21.
That is a hit.
Yes,
I was trying to remember if
has
your
the
chains
same
were
amount
agile.
of damage.
Oh,
It is not agile,
okay.
but it is finesse.
So with your first lash, it just smacks the creature across the face, and it just like, cartoonishly off to the side, a little bit of blood off to the side. Your second chain lashes around at the front. How do you kill this creature?
I think the second chain wraps around its tongue, and I just yank it out. Coming with some other things coming out as well.
Other thing.
And the
Other
coils,
things. I'm covered in gross.
the coils around your
Covered in
body
gross.
like loosen as the creature goes limp and just kind of falls twitching to the ground. And we are out of initiative order.
That was
Beautiful.
brutal.
Hey, Mary, you all right?
I'm fine. I'm covered in stuff.
Does anybody know how to do first aid?
I do.
Oh, well, maybe you should do first aid on yourself, and everybody else can take a moment to rest and recover.
I didn't do much.
I mean, I would like a moment.
It is, I think it would be wise to provide whatever aids that we can. Unfortunately, I'm not very good at such things.
I'm not good at
I'm
first
not.
aid.
I mean, I can assist, but it wouldn't be too
I'm
much.
untrained in medicine. I don't think you want me touching you.
I'm going to pull out a small... While he's doing first aid, I'm going to pull out a small set of weights and start measuring my metal sling balls that I have with me to refocus.
Are they silver?
No, they're just metal.
Oh, they're not silver balls?
No, that would cost too much.
I healed 12 hit points, so I'm at 24 out of 26.
Nice.
Nice.
This also seems like a good time for me to bring up an alternate rule that I'm using for the aid action in the system.
Ooh.
Normally, the aid action is DC 20, modified as the GM sees fit. I'm just going to say, by default, the aid DC will never be harder than doing it by yourself.
Okay.
So, like, if you
So
were doing a DC 15 check and you wanted to aid, you're rolling on DC 15.
So aid's actually useful.
No, it's always been useful.
It starts
Early
off...
game.
Because
Yeah.
you can use other skills to aid people. So you could use like your plus 10 skill to
That
aid,
is not
aid something
how
what your
I-
plus 3 would be.
Hold on.
It's additionally one of those things where it's like typically you're rolling the same skill because typically there's nothing else that could help. But if you've got a good reason why something else could help, you could.
Like,
So
if
an
you're-
example, let's say you're trying to break down a door. That's an athletics check. You might be able to provide assistance by saying, oh, I know how this door is built. Can I roll crafting to tell
so,
them where to hit?
I
Also,
get that.
if someone's attacking, you could use a knowledge skill to aid or something like that.
I don't think we've ever played it like that.
We've
Because
just never
I've
done
asked
it.
multiple times where I'm like, can I use a different skill? And I was like, no. And I was like, okay.
Well,
We're playing
Same.
it
also
now.
that was our first time playing the game.
Fair.
We've grown since then. We've grown, Michael.
I feel like everyone has a little bit more
I
knowledge.
always forget that, but like a consistent good third action is to just aid
That
attacks.
is true. Now that
'Cause
we know
why
we
not?
can.
You just kind of can almost always aid attacks.
You always have to provide a reason why what you're doing will be helpful.
Right, but it would be hard not to be able to not have a way to be helpful
Mhm.
on it.
So, we ruled that my unseen servant gets 2 actions now.
Yes.
Can it aid by
Yes.
distracting? Yeah.
All right. So you've spent some time, Alward, restacking your weights and stuff, refocusing. Hamir was patching himself up. What were the other 3 members of our party doing during this 10-minute breather?
Okay. I want to go up to the potato worm. I don't know how to say it. Therefore, it is the potato worm.
Well, the name's gone now, so we'll never know.
Tetzel worm.
What is? How do you spell it?
The Tetris
The
worm.
Quetzalcoatl.
Near death.
Because that'll tell me.
That's a god?
TATZL WYRM.
Yeah, the Tetris worm.
Soul worm.
The Tatzel worm.
Tatzel worm?
Tatzel worm. Yeah.
Tatzel worm?
Soul worm. You got it.
I like Tetris worm.
Channing Tatum.
Technoctic.
Channing Tatum worm.
Suddenly.
Salad.
Salad worm.
Suddenly salad.
Anyway, you go up to the Tatzel worm.
I go up to the potato.
Hello.
You're dead.
Shut up, you're dead.
I'm just going to poke it.
With the shtick.
It's kind of cold and clammy.
Well, that's a new one. I don't like it. Why'd you have to look at it? Hey, man.
What do you mean?
You disturbed it.
Well, it's for the best that we killed it now.
Yeah, I guess that's fair, but...
I mean, she does have a point, though. We can all see in the dark. We any one of us could have looked inside of it.
How
Yeah.
did it
I
get
wasn't
out of there, by the
thinking.
way?
I think that was a secret tunnel.
That's a good
Yes,
question.
there's a tunnel. It went into a batch of hay and then disappeared.
Maybe we can find more of these to use to our
Secret tunnel.
advantage.
Nor what?
Secret
Tunnels.
Oh.
Oh, I thought you meant potato worms.
Well, maybe that too.
You're welcome to
advantages
go
come in
inside
strange
and take a
places.
look.
I don't think you could train a potato worm.
You're
I mean, you
small.
never
You could
know.
probably fit better than us.
There are a lot of things people didn't think they could train, and now look at us. Training everything.
What?
Not us, but people. Society.
I'm gonna enter that room.
I do not know what.
Okay.
What?
So,
We're not people.
as I'd mentioned last episode, the door is barred, like
Oh, I'm
with
not
the
gonna enter
style
the
of
room.
like, a door that just like drops down in a bar.
From this
but it's
side?
on your side, so it would keep anything from inside getting out.
Yeah.
Then
Unless
I take
there's
back
a
what I
secret
said
tunnel.
a second ago. I'm going to enter the room.
Okay. So you lift that bar, door swings outward, and you are able to enter this room. It's full of old, musty hay, and there's like a strong smell of just kind of like dry mold. It smells like somebody threw all the straw and hay down a long time ago, and they have not refreshed it.
Can I take a look to see if there are any other secret passageways or tunnels or anything that's notable that we could actually potentially put to use?
So you very quickly find the tunnel that it looks like the Tetzelworm used to get in and out of the room. It is large enough that you would be able to wriggle through. It wouldn't be comfortable. It would be kind of combat crawl style wriggling, and it has a few tight turns that you can see before it just kind of goes off into darkness of the rubble.
Are you keeping in mind that he's small?
Yes.
Okay.
And has dark vision.
Yes. Because he is in a small dark room. But even before you approach that tunnel, you notice like in a nest formed out of the straw and hay seems to be like a collection of random oddities and bits and bobs.
Ooh, bits and bobs.
You should not have said that because now
Bobbles.
I'm going to go through every random oddity
I
and
was
bits and bobs.
about to say the same thing. I want to look through it.
So you find eclectic things like a bent fork. There's a broken basket, just random rubble and junk like that. But as you're sifting through things, you are able to find in like the center of them something that seems to be the Tetzelworm's prized possessions. A small collection of common gemstones. You think that you could probably sell them for about 30 gold pieces.
Ooh,
No crafting check needed.
Nope. You just know these
that'd
things.
be really nice.
Like 30 gold pieces each, or for the
Screw-
lot?
the whole loot.
Screw identify.
And speaking of identifying, you find a gemstone that you don't recognize. An opaline egg-shaped rock that's warm to the touch.
It's
probably an egg.
Eat it.
Is anybody else in the room with me?
Yeah, I literally said that
You
I
followed
was
with
going.
me?
Yes.
You followed with me.
The two fetchlings are rifling through the things.
I do not believe this egg is gem. I do not believe this gem is a gem. I
What
think
is it?
it's an egg.
I do not believe this.
Is there a roll that I can roll?
What's your Arcana bonus?
6.
You know 2 things. First off, it is not an egg. Second off, it's shaped like an egg intentionally. It was crafted this way.
Should we bring it with us in case it hatches?
I don't think it's an egg.
Well, then what is it?
I don't know, but I think it's
As you're
crafted
handling
like this.
as you're handling it and kind of turning it over and trying to figure out what it is, you're just kind of like, you have various like visions of like ghostly animals and such. And you eventually come to the realization that this egg-shaped rock is so imbued with primal energy that once per day you can use it to summon an animal, as if it were a summon animal wand that can cast level 1 summon animal.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Mechanically speaking, it's a wand of first level summon animal, but it's more interesting than a wand.
I'm going to say you
To
probably
use
picked
it,
that up and used it.
Do
or
you
took
smash
it.
the egg?
No, you hold it and you think about how much you would love an animal to show up right about now.
What if you put it in a frying pan?
What?
It is made out of opal.
It would get hot.
Don't
Maybe.
shatter?
If it's
I wonder if it'd make a good omelet.
No, guys.
What are you two doing in
So
there?
I guess you're taking the egg.
If you don't want it,
No.
I want it.
All right.
Zephyr, were there any more
Gimme.
tunnels?
No, it seemed like the only tunnel, at least that could be possibly go in. Yeah, I can't think. No. The answer is no.
All right, thank you.
So, quick interjection, since this is the first time we've had this type of item come up. Wands and this item, which I'm calling the prismatic egg, is a wand, technically, mechanically speaking. The way they work is once per day, you can use them to cast the spell that's stored in the wand. And then afterwards, you can use them to attempt to cast the spell again at the risk of breaking the item forever.
So you do smash the egg.
But,
Yes.
but it refreshes every day.
Yes, every day it recharges itself and gets a new charge. To
And-
use the wand, you have to be able to already cast that spell to begin with, or be able to roll to see if you can trick the item into thinking you're allowed to use it.
And I think that one is on the occult spell list, right?
It is not. It is on the
Oh,
arcane list and the
no.
primal list. Meaning, currently, Zephyr and Uver can just use the egg, but anyone else would have to make a check to see if they can trick the item and have the skill feat needed.
I have that skill feat, so
So you'd make an
nice.
Arcana check to attempt to confuse the wand.
That skill feat is trick magical item, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, it's called trick magic item.
Nobody said it, and I figured.
It's an action to use it, but
Nice.
Interesting enough, so does Uver has that as well.
I mean, it makes sense. It's just weird.
Because he's a loser. A nerd.
Tricking magical items.
Zephyr is just going to walk out of the room now that I know that it's properly been looted.
how big is
did
this
you?
egg?
What else did you find in there? Was there any books? Any
Duck egg sized.
Okay, so I can
writings
put it in
or
the satchel.
what else?
There was a bent fork, some broken baskets, and hay.
Was that all?
And no books.
Well, I didn't ask about books. I asked if there was anything else.
But there was an egg.
Oh, what kind? Was it the
Opal.
egg of the lindworm?
It's not of importance.
What's the lindworm?
Oh, not. I meant the tinsel worm.
It was opulary.
Tetzel.
Did you say egg? Is it a creature's egg?
It's really not that important.
Is it a
I mean,
creature's egg?
I'm not going to ask for the egg. You can keep it. I just want to know.
It's really not that important.
It would possibly be important if it is the egg of this creature and attached.
It's not so
Then what did you say it was egg?
because it's shaped like an egg, but it's
Oh,
not.
could
It's
I
not of
see-
any
could
sort
I
of
see it?
importance.
It
No,
looks-
Just leave
I
her
did want to
alone.
see
you cannot see it. It's in my satchel. I'm not getting it back out.
So-
You're awfully secretive about this
It's
unimportant
fine.
egg.
Tactfully speaking, if it does something of magical use, you may want it out of your satchel so you can have quick access and not have to use an action to gain it out of your satchel,
You must-
and then an action to trick the item, and then the 2 actions it costs to use the item.
You're weird.
She can just pull it out if she thinks the combat's coming.
I know.
Yeah, Jenkins.
I'm sorry.
Over
I just want to
yourself.
be sure that
Leave
you know.
Neros alone.
I'm sorry.
All right. Are we all good here? Can we get moving?
Yes.
I think
but
so.
perhaps we do not look into any more rooms unless absolutely necessary.
I
And
mean,
if we do, don't have someone with a bright, shiny light.
our job is
Admit-
Get it.
from
I
them.
get it. All right.
Hey,
There
man.
are a couple more doors up ahead.
yeah, our job is to kind of search this place, so it's absolutely necessary to look in almost every room.
I thought our job was optional at this point.
I mean, technically yes, but we're here, so we're doing it.
What were we doing again?
I'm going to go into every single room that I see, so
Well, let's go into
just
that.
letting you all
Then
know.
go
The
to the
next
next
room.
one.
And not
I'll
tell
let you go
anybody
first.
what you find.
I mean,
I
that's
told you what I
Find the
found.
treasure?
If you
Not
want to,
ever.
If it's important, I'll tell you.
Out of character, by the way. Out of character, by the way.
yeah, I was about to say,
Oh,
if your
okay.
character doesn't trust him, I feel like if he's okay with it, you can roll a perception on him.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah.
Uver doesn't care.
Okay.
I'm just.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
So, Zephyr, you're going down the hall to the next door.
Yep.
Is anybody else coming with him, or is the spacing on the map showing correctly that everybody's giving him a little bit of room?
I'm going with him just in case something happens, but I'm not letting him go first.
I would like to be down the hallway a little bit with my unseen servant in front of me, sort of wrong hallway by the doors leading to the courtyard, or the windows or whatever.
I'd
Yeah.
like to be under the scene.
Neros, do you want to get closer, or are you going to stay down the hall where you are?
No, I want to be behind Zephyr.
Okay. So Zephyr's at the next door, and he's kind of being flanked behind him by Hamir and Neros.
Get him.
I will protect
Hey,
you.
Mir, maybe don't be in a spot where the light can shine through the door.
I'm not.
Zephyr, what's your perception bonus?
4.
Ooh. You hear noises of movement inside the door as soon as you approach it.
I slowly... Is there a peek hole on this one?
This one's a different styled door. It's
Uh-huh.
like there's like a wooden sliding toggle. It doesn't appear to be very fortified. It's like the latch is just designed to keep the door from swinging open. As you're like investigating though and kind of looking at the door, it kind of like shakes a little bit.
I'm glad I don't have to get anybody's approval to do anything. I'm going to slightly crack the door, and in one swift motion, I'm going to produce flame really quickly.
I'm glad
Just through the crack of the door.
I'm glad I don't have to participate in a party mechanic. I know what you're saying, Petite, but it's very funny to me.
I'm going to ask for an athletics check.
Athletics?
What if there's just a dwarf behind the door? Just a kindly old dwarf
Well, I'm not aiming at anybody.
preparing
So.
stew.
It's an area of effect. You
Oh,
don't
crap.
have to aim it.
Produce flames?
Is it?
No.
It not? Oh.
It's a target.
Oh, that is an 18 for athletics.
That's really good.
I'm concerned.
Give me 1 second.
It's been a second.
It's been 3.
It's been 5.
8.
10.
Y'all have weird time intervals.
17.
We're at 23 now.
30.
Okay. So, 18. All right, so you're able to keep control over the door and hold it as it's like being pushed back against you. You stick your hand through and you cast Produce Flame, and you just hear whoosh, and there's just like this huge flame building on the other side of the door.
What did you do?
Should we go in?
Can we go in?
Just open that door.
As long as you're
I'm sure
holding
we
the
can
door,
now.
it feels like something's trying to push its way out of the room. But with your 18 on athletics, you're able to hold the door shut.
Oh, shut?
Yeah, it's trying to push open towards you.
Oh,
Oh, well, I'm just going to step back and let the door open.
Oh, jeez.
I would like, let's see, who all? Let me look at this map here.
When something's banging against it, I'm going to take a step back.
Okay.
Judging from what happened to last time, I don't want.
Can I
Yeah.
also take a step back?
Same. Yeah.
I'm going to need Zephyr to make a reflex save.
Is this a magical effect, Jordy?
Kind of?
Will my unseen servant also need to make the save?
No.
Okay.
16.
You are just barely able to dive out of the way as 5 or 6 now flaming animated brooms come flying out of the supply closet and begin furiously attempting to sweep the dusty hallway.
They're on fire right now.
They are currently burning.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that is an effective cleaning service.
Because Zephyr made his save to get out of the way in time, and everybody else is backed up, there's enough time for you to just avoid them and let them sweep their way down the halls.
Do you think we should probably try to put them out?
I mean,
Nah.
I think the
most
fine.
of this is stone, so it should
Well,
be fine.
they could be useful. I mean, think
They're
of the things we could
brooms.
sell them for.
It's
No,
an
no, we're not.
To animated
broom?
brooms.
So I know. Do you do much with animating and telekinetics and anything like that?
I dabbled a little bit with the
Okay, so for the
telekinetic.
most part, whenever you animate an object, you give it a set task to do. Its task is to sweep the floor of this specific area. We can't sell them for anything
Oh,
except for a
it
fried
does,
broom.
It does seem a shame that they are on fire when they are just trying to.
Well,
do it.
it's
I mean, I
not
fully
our
agree,
problem.
but I mean, they're just brooms.
Well,
The broom has no feelings.
Yeah.
Except hot.
Good
Right
job.
now, at least.
Good job, Zephyr. You've conquered the broom closet.
Very warm.
Zephyr-
It's the first thing I've hit all session.
What's in there anyway?
What's in there?
I don't know. I'd like to see.
Probably more brooms.
Now they're all on fire.
The first thing you see as you look into the closet, it is immaculately clean. There is nothing in this room that could want any cleaning.
But wait, if they're sweeping in an enclosed space, doesn't all the dust just stay in the enclosed space?
Magic.
They know what they're doing. However, rifling
There's rifles.
Rifling?
through the
Rummaging.
room, you do not find rifles. But you are able to find like supplies and stuff that hasn't been corroded by the effects of time.
Or incinerated.
You find 2 coils of rope. And I'm going to go ahead and say 10 gold worth of adventuring equipment that you can cash in to say, and this was in there at later dates.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, now that the danger's over, I think we can move on to the
Not
vault.
sure that we were
I'm
ever
sure
in
there's
danger
more
by a bunch of
doors around
brooms.
here.
I'm glad that we found that equipment. It'd be very useful.
I think that perhaps we shouldn't let Zephyr look into the doors anymore.
I think it's fine.
Or Hamir for that matter.
I think Zephyr was fine.
So should we go
They
down
burn
what looks to
everything
be?
before we understand what it is? What if there were books in there?
I mean, what if there was a monster? I feel like his thing of action.
But
was
they could have
probably
destroyed
pumping.
the information on the books in the skulls.
I'm gonna be 100% honest. You could probably find whatever books in there in a library. This is
what
an
I'm saying is
arena.
that if we come to the vault and we do the same thing, then we lose all the information. that we
Oh, I
want.
won't do that in the vault.
Yeah, this is an arena. It's kind of not known for its reading.
The way I see it, we're either risking our life for books or we're burning a book. I'd rather burn a book than risk
What he's
my
saying
life.
is Hamir condones book burning.
Censorship.
You have no respect for knowledge.
You're right. Well, different types of knowledge.
You know, it's common for us to memorize books and history.
The,
You don't need books to remember things.
the,
While they're talking, Howard's gonna go to the gaping gap.
I'm
Wow.
I'm making my
gaping
way
gap.
over there too.
Making my way downtown.
Oh,
To the gap.
Yes.
The gap.
So as you walk up to the edge of this gaping gap, you see a lot of clothing.
oh, look
It's
at
the
that
gap.
polo! It's so nice. I'll get
No.
that for my child.
I want a fanny pack.
There's a portion of the floor that's just completely crumbled away, and looking down you can kind of see like the bits of tiles and supports and such, but they've fallen into a portion of like construction that is completely different. Like the stonework is different, the carving is different, the way everything is fitted together is different, and it all kind of has like a greenish hue. It is about 20 feet below you though.
And does that feel like where we need to go, since it all looks different to everyone?
Yeah. Uver, are you looking down in that gap?
yeah.
You 100% know, as a scholar of the Thessalonian Empire, that this is part of the Torrende.
This is, I think, where they found the area, and
Yeah.
this is where we need to go.
I think this is the only giant hole in the arena that we're going to find.
I pass out a coil of rope to the nearest person near me.
Thank you.
Coil of rope
Oh.
down the hole.
Jordy, does it look like there's maybe been someone here before, or if we're like the first people in a very long time to like try and go down into the hole or something.
What's
like
your
that.
perception bonus?
7.
Did the brooms wipe away all the footprints?
Sam, I rolled a secret check for you.
Yes.
I rolled a natural 20.
Oh,
Dang.
Nice.
Someone's been down here within like the last 2 months.
okay. I'm getting that rope ready. We're going down.
If we can just
How far down is it?
20 feet.
20 feet.
Oh, I'll just use one of the new coils we got.
Yeah, that's what I handed
We
you.
could tie it maybe to the door. And
And I got this. Don't worry.
are you gonna hold it for everyone?
We
Oh,
know
I
how.
know how to tie a rope.
What are you anchoring it to?
Yes, it's fine. We don't have to get specific about this.
I was just suggesting the door.
It's a wooden door. Fantasy series. We just pick something and tie it off.
Hey, Sam, what are you tying this off to so I know what to have creatures come untie it from?
Let's hate the worm.
Drag the body over.
Every time somebody goes down the rope, there's just this and it slides closer.
If you really need me to tie it to something, I'll tie it to the metal door.
Okay.
Oh, we might need to use 2 rungs of rope for that. That's pretty far away.
Then I'll use 2 rungs of rope for it.
Okay. I just
No,
wanted to let
not
you
my
know.
rope.
You can square
we
knot
got
it,
2
and then it won't.
coils
That
of
was
rope.
my rope.
And then we all also have rope because we all bought the adventuring
You
kit to
said
start the game,
that there's
right?
there aren't any anchors near the thing, right?
There's like
Someone else had gone down there. So what did?
there's like crenellations and like parts of the stonework nearby that you could just tie it off on.
Then I'll just
It's not
do
a big
that.
deal.
We also have that 10 gold of adventuring equipment that was unspecified.
That is true.
I'm gonna pull out
It's a
10
ladder.
gold worth of. It's a 20-foot ladder. Oh, how nice!
This was in a closet. Wow.
This whole conversation is moot. I have a climbing kit.
Yeah, moot for you. We still
No,
need down.
I can just. It has anchors in it. I can just create an anchor for it. I have a climbing
This
kit
entire conversation is unnecessary.
Why didn't you bring that up?
because I forgot to transfer over to my Wanderer's Guide. But
I tie off my rope and I
Oh my
climb down
gosh.
using it, not your tools.
we're good to.
So we've got
what are you tying your
Hamir's
rope
climbing
off to?
kit rope lowering down into the hole, and Zafir has also run a rope. So you've got 2 ropes.
Why are you doing
He
this?
used
Because I
3
can.
ropes. Or
You're wasting
2 ropes.
valuable. You're wasting resources doing this. Why?
What if we need a quick escape? We can't all just file out one by one.
Why do you always just?
All right, let's just pick a rope and go down. This is fine.
I'm gonna make my own rope.
Oh my gosh.
So we do like
piggyback
a
on the
white
unseen
transition,
servant.
and everybody is sliding down their own rope.
No,
Okay, so how many ropes are we actually doing?
I think.
I guess just 2.
Yeah.
Is this
Okay.
important information?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
It could be theoretically later on.
I just like to have an accurate picture.
Okay.
We're using 7 ropes.
For 5
It's
people.
it's actually 3 if he is tying off
the
to
10
the metal
gold
door.
worth of adventuring
I'm
gear
not
is
tying
all
2.
ropes.
Oh, if he is.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go down. I'll go down first, I guess.
Yeah. I will
Is
go
the
down
floor
after.
squishy?
Ew.
What?
Why would it be squishy?
It's just a question. Come on, guys.
Actually, I'm gonna let Zafir go down
Disgusting.
first.
Okay.
The floor moves. It's cockroaches.
Oh.
If it stops moving, there's a problem.
Hence the squish.
Oh.
So Zafir is the first one to slide down as you drop, through with the rope into this underground vault. The air is immediately colder and somehow just feels like stale and unwelcoming.
Like a cave.
Like my stepmother's house.
Oh my
I didn't know you had a stepmother.
petite.
That was Zafir speaking.
Yeah.
The ground is not squishy. It is
Pause for the GM to look up a thesaurus real fast.
allow me to use a different selection for my vocabulary.
I don't know. Squishy's
Moist.
pretty
It's
good.
Mufasa.
Is it moist?
Do you not like? Do you not
Abby
like?
doesn't like that
Sven
word.
said it
You're
like
not allowed
3
to
times.
say it. You
did-
always say it.
I
and then we have
didn't
to
know.
remind you. That
Oh,
Abby
yeah,
doesn't
that's something
like
we
it.
should probably explain. Abby, is your ears covered and can you not hear us? Okay.
Rub your
One of our
fingers.
players hates the word moist.
Why didn't you rub your fingers in your ears?
So we do our best to replace that word with the word Mufasa, from my understanding.
She was
So-
staring at his lips and could just read it.
Well,
off
stop
of his
doing
face.
that. If anybody says the word Mufasa, you know it's for the word moist.
Or we could just say wet. you
We
know.
could say wet, but that doesn't have the right connotation.
All right,
sometimes.
are we good?
Damn.
I think we're
Are we
good.
I don't have a stepmother, by the way.
So there are none of those words that we discussed that would be accurate to describe the area you've entered. It's cold. It's dry. The ground is hard.
So it's just a stone hallway.
It is,
That's what you were
although
trying to say. It's a cold stone hallway.
it is. Although the
Cold stone.
stonework is much more artistic, much more like craftsmanship done here. You can tell comparatively, the arena was just people playing at stonework.
As the controller of our map zooms real deep so
Into
we
the
can see the
stone
stonework.
It's not very good.
Please
stonework.
zoom out.
Oh, so is there a door behind us,
We
or is
don't
that
need that
above
close
us,
up.
like as an entrance?
Don't touch the door.
Right. So the area where you've dropped in kind of crosses at a 90-degree angle from the hallway you were following. So it's like, you were going an east to west hallway and you've dropped into a hallway that's north to south. South of you appears to be a staircase that turns and goes down. But north of you is like the tunnel's completely collapsed with the foundations of the arena above you. On your right is a solid wooden door.
I move towards the door.
Yeah, you switched from
It's a
north,
thing.
south to right and left.
On your right, if you were facing south, which would then therefore
So east?
logically
No,
speaking
west.
be west.
It's okay. I wasn't really paying attention to the directions anyway. I'm moving towards the door. Is anybody going to stop me?
I mean, I'm going to have my unseen servant move in front of him to
I mean,
stop him from
Uber's
moving to the
just
door.
gonna watch
Yeah,
Why
he's
do we have?
faster
Why
than
do we
him.
have to stop
Can
you?
you please not touch the door?
Because last time I tried to burn Brooms
I
alive.
think
Zafir, I don't think anybody can stop you. You were the first one down the rope.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Also, I don't see a reason to stop you aside from the fact that you might get killed.
I'm going to knock on the door.
What? Zafir!
We can't stop him.
I know.
So,
First party death.
in this vault of untold horrors and death, and possibly things that could kill you as quickly as looking at you, you go up to a solid wooden door and you begin to knock, and like the echoing sound of the knock just fills the chambers.
Well, I'm not like banging on it. I'm just kind of like
Oh, yeah.
tapping my knuckles on it.
It's just that quiet.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
Fool of a took. Throw yourself in next time.
And I think that might be a good place to stop this episode.
You knocked on the... We're going to die.
Pizza delivery.
What the heck, man?
Sorry it took longer than 30 minutes.
What have
Hero
you
point
done?
time. I think the only one who can receive a hero point is...
For such a
Why are you
sneaky
so
fella,
chaotic?
you don't do element of surprise much.
I don't think he's supposed to be sneaky.
You
He's
know, I
supposed
tried
to
the
be.
sneaky
Is he?
route and it didn't work.
Oh, so you're changing.
So, the hero point I took was Rampage. I played at the start of my turn, and I make a strike against each foe within reach. The multiple attack penalty applies as normal, and at the end of my attacks, my turn immediately ends, and I become fatigued. Not great, but it can be useful for just a reroll too, or situational. All right, well, thanks. I'm sure more of these are coming my way, it seems. And I'm going to go tell the news.
And we'll see you all in the next episode. This has been an Atomic Broadcasting production. Pathfinder, Galarian, and the Lost Omens world setting are copyright of Paizo. More information at paizo.com. Music in the show is from Monument Studios' collection, as well as assorted artists with some original tracks composed by Jordy Hake. More details in the description. If you enjoyed the show, please remember to share with a friend, and we'll look forward to seeing you again next time.
Do you need to get rid of a body?
This episode brought to you by the word niche.
This episode brought
Okay.
to you by hydrochloric acid.
The letter
And the
niche.
word
From the
niche.
Atomic Company. Remember, if it's not atomic, you're not
If it doesn't
irradiated.
glow at night, it's not worth having.
That's way better. I like that one.
We're all about that atomic radiation.
Everyone at this table has suffered tremendously. I've kept a lot of uranium on
Oh.
me at
That
all times.
explains a lot.